Hey everyone, it's good to catch up with you on this Wednesday, and I don't know about you, but even though we are about 8 weeks into this, I'm still getting adjusted and getting used to some certain things, and finding that this has an effect on how I'm kind of interacting with people and my attitude. And I'm noticing that not in just myself, but in my kids as well. So, our son, he's an extrovert, kind of like I am. And the other day we caught him literally face down, lying on the floor, just in despair because he just can't wait to be with his friends and with people he knows. And like I said, for myself, I'm noticing similar types of things where I'm just getting frustrated, I'm getting a little aggravated. I notice that my attitude is a little bit out of whack. And I think it's important for us to be remembering how crucial it is for us to stay positive and encouraging and building each other up. And I know we hear that a lot, and we talk about this is a great opportunity to share the gospel and to share the love of Jesus with people. But there's also a practical sense in how do we do that? How is our attitude having an effect on that? And I thought of this verse in Ephesians 4. Here's what Paul says to the church in Ephesus. He says, "Let everything you say be good and helpful, so that your words will be an encouragement to those who hear them." And that's Ephesians 4, the back half of verse 29. And what is crazy about that is all rooted in our attitude, that if we're going to be encouraging people with our words, if the things that we say are going to be helpful to people, which the gospel, sharing Jesus with people, is helpful, but if we're going to be able to do that in an effective way and in a practical way, then it's rooted in our attitude. And I think right now it's really important for us to remember that our attitude has such an effect on the way that we interact with others. And so while things might be out of the ordinary and they might be getting really frustrating and discouraging, and maybe even boredom is just overtaking, we have to do a great job at making sure that our attitude doesn't fall so far out of whack that we're incapable of building other people up, that we're incapable of helping and share helpful words and being able to be that positive example in other people's lives. See, the root of all of this, of being able to do this, is being able to keep a positive outlook. And I know that that's hard, and I struggle with that myself. But I think positivity and a posture of positivity is so important in the way that we encourage and that we interact with other people. So if we took what Paul said and we said that we want to build other people up, but our attitude stinks and we're negative all the time, well, who wants to hear what I have to say or what you have to say? But if we can keep that attitude and that posture where we're just staying positive and we have a great outlook on things, it doesn't mean that we don't recognize that things are out of whack and that things are a little disjointed and messed up right now, but we can stay positive. How? Knowing that God has given us hope for far beyond what we're dealing with right now. And so I would just challenge you that let's take this moment, this time, and let's do everything that's within our ability to stay positive. Why? Let's go back to this verse so that everything that we say can be good and helpful, so that our words will be an encouragement to those who hear them. And so I think that's a big challenge right now, is that we need to stay positive so that way our words can have that kind of impact with people, so we can start building up the people around us and the people that we see in our day-to-day lives. I know my negativity gets in the way sometimes in my relationship with my kids or with Lindsay or different people that I encounter, and I bet you've noticed the same thing yourself. So what I would challenge us to do is to catch the times that we're being negative, catch those times that we're letting negativity just take over, and let's put a stop to it, and let's kind of turn around, let's change things up, and let's make sure that we're leading with positivity, so that way the words that we say, the things that we do, are an encouragement to other people and they're helpful to other people. Because if we're not helping other people, then we're just creating more chaos and more disunity and more disjointment and more problems in the midst of problems that we're already experiencing. So let's be positive, let's move forward together, and let's do this as one church and being able to be the church to the people around us, even if that's in our own family. What a great place to start. And so thanks for being here with us today. I would encourage you that if you haven't already, would you subscribe to us on YouTube so that way you get these videos as they're coming out, and would you follow us on Facebook so that way you know what is going on here at CCF. Thanks guys, so good to see you and to be here with you today, and we look forward to catching up with you soon.